Westinghouse, Studio One, Summer Theater. Westinghouse, the name that means sureness. Whether it's on the laundromat, the world's most automatic washer, or lighting for our airports. Whether it's a product for your home, or your business, or your farm, or your factory, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
What is keeping him? He has been in there almost 10 minutes. What can he be doing?
The woman is at the window.
It's over. I don't have to worry any further. I don't have to be afraid that more is going to happen. It's done with. Finished at last. How long can one go on living in a nightmare before coming to a turn in that endless road? I always knew which way I would have to go. I could have done it before, perhaps a long time before today. Driven by a nightmare as I was, that night 3 weeks ago when I went into that little boulevard cafe just off the Rue Saint-Antoine. More than ever afraid that night, because I knew that it was beginning, that I could no longer turn back as I had done many times before. that this time I had to go on. I had to do it. Good evening.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Shove it up, please.
Oui, monsieur.
Not many customers tonight.
It is late, monsieur.
I suppose so. Still, one expects to see a few stragglers about. There's something rather melancholy in drinking alone. Won't you perhaps join me in a nightcap? I should be very glad to pay for it.
Oh, no, monsieur, you see, we are not allowed to drink with the customer.
It is not a custom in Paris. I'm from Warsaw.
You are Polish, eh?
Yes, indeed, yes.
You are here on business?
You might call it business. Have you ever been far away from home?
No, monsieur. I have lived on this street all my life.
Then you couldn't possibly understand, my friend, what it means to be suddenly cut off from everything you've known and loved.
No, I guess I could not. It's too bad your friends did not show up tonight. You would not feel so lonely if...
What do you mean? What friends?
Well, whoever it is you are waiting for?
I'm not waiting for anyone. I know no one in Paris. No one.
I'm sorry, monsieur. It is my mistake.
It's perfectly all right. Another one of the same, please.
Oui, monsieur.
Must have another little drink. Can't sing without a drink. Champagne.
I'm sorry we are closing, monsieur. We are not allowed to serve from the cellar after...
I thought I told this man to get me some champagne.
That's what I thought, too.
I will see. I will try.
Yeah, that's right. You try.
And I want the best champagne, understand?
800 francs, monsieur?
Get it.
Careful.
And get some music on that machine. You know, once I was the greatest singer in France. Theaters, variety halls, applause, women. Remember Colette and Saint-Lô?
You've never been in San Eustache.
What's the matter with you? You know.
Now, shut up, you fool. What do you want?
A dozen pardons, gentlemen. I could not mistake the accent. You are from Poland.
So?
It's nice to see someone from one's own country.
Oh, a fellow countryman, huh?
That.
What is your name?
Burovansky.
Where from?
Litnov. You would not have heard of it. It's so far south.
Borovansky, eh? Sit down, Borovansky. Have a drink.
No, thank you. It is rather late.
Oh, then have a drink standing up.
What are you doing? Right, that. Here comes Olga. Hello, Olga. Come to join the party, huh?
No. Champagne, isn't that a trifle expensive?
Well, what difference does it make?
You know perfectly well. It's getting late. Better get back to the hotel. Both of you.
Whom are you ordering around?
You.
Why, you...
Oh, shut up, Sasha. It's all right, Olga. No harm in having a little fun, huh?
Isn't there?
Oh, come now, don't be like that. You have to have a little fun once in a while, huh? Olga, listen to the music. Doesn't it want to make you dance? Olga, huh? How you like it, huh?
Oh, that's all. Have another little drink. Just one more drink.
Hurry. You've got to get him inside before he makes a scene. Get him on his feet.
That's that. Up.
You know, one of these days I'm going to...
You're going to what?
Waiter, get the check.
Well, monsieur wanted champagne.
800 francs for that pig wash.
Pay it.
Hey, Borovansky. Borovansky. Where did he go?
Where did who go?
Oh, that Polish fellow.
That's enough, Sasha. Let's go.
She doesn't understand. I need some champagne for
All
her.
right, Sasha,
It's
come
good
on.
for her vocal
I
cords.
know.
I know so.
Those foreigners.
Pardon. The brunette woman. She's married to one of the gentlemen.
I suppose so.
Have they been here long? I mean, at this hotel.
Couple of weeks.
I see. Does she go out much?
I don't know. Why?
Oh, nothing. I had to make a phone call. I was sorry not to thank them for the champagne. Good night.
Good morning, monsieur.
Paris matin, please.
Yes. Oh, good morning, madame.
Good morning. Do you have the American magazines I ordered?
Yes, I do, madame.
Good. How much do I owe you?
Oh, the American magazines are very difficult to obtain. I had to put in a special order.
Well, this should cover even a special order, huh?
Merci.
Oh, right.
She's beautiful. Really beautiful.
She pays well, that's more important.
I saw her in the cafe last night with two men.
Yes, her husband and friend, they all live at the hotel over there.
Have they been staying there long?
I would not know this, monsieur. 2 days, probably.
Do you know where they came from?
No, I would not know this. You're not from the police.
No. No. Hey, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
How was you, monsieur?
Coffee, please.
You will have to wait a few minutes, monsieur. We've only just opened up.
That's perfectly all right.
You seen your friends this morning?
What do you mean? What friends? I have no friends in Paris.
Well, the people you were having a drink with last night. The Polish people from across the street.
No. I'm not anxious to start any relationships, really. I may only be here a short time.
Well, you were complaining last night about not knowing anyone in Paris.
I don't like casual acquaintances. There are times when a man likes to be by himself.
1 minute you want friends, the next minute you don't want friends. Well, you certainly left them in a hurry last night.
And so?
Nothing. Just remark, that's all.
Privacy can be man's most precious possession, my friend. Never forget that. You forget your coffee?
Those foreigners. The police should certainly keep an eye on them.
Well, Lucas.
Sorry to disturb you, Inspector Maigret, but the reports on the Polish families in Montmartre are complete now.
Oh, put them on my desk. How many are there?
Quite a few, Inspector. I never realized that there were so many Polish families living here in Paris. It's certainly going to take some time narrowing down the field.
We haven't that much time, Lucas.
But how can you be sure it's true, Inspector? I mean, that Stan the Killer is in Paris. And why Paris? They usually raid farms.
That's just what they are doing. All these recent farm killings have been committed by them. And then this last killing in Saint-Lô. But what better place than Paris to lie low between jobs?
It's hard to take very seriously, Inspector. I mean, a name like Stan the Killer. Well, for one thing, it doesn't sound like a Polish name.
Oh, you cannot go by names, Lucas. The trouble is that there is so little to go on with it. The only thing about these killings, in each case, the victim has been found strangled with a piece of material, a scarf or something. But what can you do when you have so little to work on?
I suppose it's because they are foreign that we can't understand how they work. Now, if they were French...
Oh, if they were French, I trust they would use a little more imagination. No, this gang of cutthroats is Polish. Of that we are absolutely sure.
But my Stan!
Oh, why anything? Now, have you found, what have you found about these new people that have moved into the Hotel Beau Séjour?
Not much of importance, Inspector, except that they seem to have more money to spend than most Poles in that part of the city.
And how many are there?
2 men and a woman, Inspector.
Come in.
Excuse me, Inspector, but I thought you would want to see this right away.
Why?
Someone has got hold of the story.
The devil they have.
That does it, sir. They will probably try to get out of town.
Now, to arrest that reporter. Although we didn't have enough time now. Ah. That must be the chief now. The one thing I did not want to happen. Hello, Inspector Maigret ici, oui?
I want to see the inspector. Take your hands off me.
Oui,
Take
oui.
your hands off me, please.
What is the trouble?
I want to see the inspector.
All right, let him go. I shall attend to this.
I wish to see the inspector right away. It is very important.
What about?
It has to do with Stan the Killer.
All right, wait here.
Yes, sir.
All right. Inspector Maigret will see you now.
I thank you.
Well?
Allow me to introduce myself. Michael Otsep, formerly second lieutenant in the Polish Guards.
What have you come to see me about?
Monsieur, what was in today's papers, that Stan the Killer is in Paris.
What do you know about Stan the Killer?
That he is at this moment in Paris.
But what do you say that for? Well, that story there in the paper is only a rumor.
I know it is true, Monsieur Maigret. His gang of accomplices are living in a small rundown hotel in the square of the Rue Saint-Antoine, in the Hotel Beau Séjour. I know it is true. I've watched them coming and going. They drink sometimes in the Café de Trois Poules in the square.
How do you know they are connected with Stan the Killer?
I am sure of it. Believe me, Monsieur Maigret, I am Polish. I know the characteristics far better than you.
What have you come to see me?
To offer my services.
In what capacity?
To help arrest them, of course.
I can arrest them without your help. Oh, no, what I want is evidence of guilt. Now, why should you be so interested in having them arrested, huh?
Haven't I told you already? I am Polish myself. I'm proud of my national heritage. Stan has got to be stopped. I want to see him go to the guillotine.
For what personal reason?
No personal reason at all, Monsieur Maigret.
You know these Poles personally?
I never met them before in my life. They're complete strangers to me. But they have a lot of money. They drink champagne. No other Pole in the quarter can afford the champagne. Besides, I heard them talking in the cafe last night, and I heard one of them mention that they'd been to Saint-Lô.
Hundreds of Poles go to Saint-Lô.
I realize that, monsieur. But you should investigate them. Now that this has been in the papers, they will attempt an escape. They will slip through your fingers.
What has that got to do with you?
Monsieur, I am offering myself to you. Stan is a very dangerous person. If he can kill innocent children, he won't hesitate.
Go on.
What I mean is, send me to them. Lay a trap. I'll tell them anything you want me to. I could warn them that the police were coming to raid.
Not so far. Now, if you say it is very dangerous, you are a little over-anxious, are you not?
There's a reason for that, monsieur.
Oh, don't tell me it is because you want to give your life to your country.
No, monsieur. Forget all the things I've been telling you. They are only on the surface. The real reason is much more simple. So simple you probably will not believe it. I want to die, monsieur. I want to die.
Now that you've seen part one of Stan the Killer, let's turn to our Westinghouse program and Betty Furness. How to make dreams come true. Say, there's something we'd all like to know. Let's see what's in that book.
All right. If you've been dreaming of owning one of those wonderful Westinghouse frost-free refrigerators that gives you completely automatic defrosting, here's how to make that dream come true. Trade in your old refrigerator. And to make that dream even easier, this genuine frost-free model costs as much as $50 less than other refrigerators that still leave you part of the defrosting job to do. For instance, some refrigerators that claim to be fully automatic have a container like this. It fills up with defrost water, and you have to keep emptying it. But there's absolutely nothing for you to do with the genuine Westinghouse frost-free. There's nothing to empty because the defrost water evaporates automatically. Isn't that a dream come true? Now, to identify the genuine Westinghouse frost-free, look for this magic button, the sign of the frost-free system that's exclusive with Westinghouse. You never touch that button. You see, it's the warm, moist air that enters the refrigerator when the door is open that causes frost to form. And so every time the door closes, this knob right here pushes this button and counts a door opening. Now, when you've opened the door enough times for frost to start to form in the freezer, the frost-free system automatically goes to work and every bit of frost disappears so fast that your frozen foods here in the freezer always stay firmly frozen. You never have to defrost the big freezer here, and you never have to defrost the main food compartment. There's absolutely nothing for you to do. And remember, with that big trade-in allowance and the lower cost of this genuine frost-free and the easy terms these days, you'll find that you can buy this dream of a refrigerator so easily. And remember, too, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
We return now to Westinghouse Studio One Summer Theater and Stan the Killer.
I want to die. You don't believe me, do you?
I don't know.
No, you don't. I can tell by your face. But why? Why is it so hard to understand that a man may not wish to live?
Probably because I have always found that the desire to live is the strongest of human emotions.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think so. At least not for me. I've tried twice already. Last month, I threw myself into the Seine from a bridge, but the river patrol squad pulled me out. Then I tried to kill myself in my room, but the landlord dragged me out.
But why? Why do you want to die? It is so futile.
More so than living. I come from a good family, Monsieur Magret. I was an officer in the Polish Guards.
Why did you leave Poland?
It is unimportant. A scandal, monsieur. A woman, the colonel's wife. You understand, such things must be hushed up. I was given a court-martial and forced to leave the country. Here, I give gymnastic lessons to people of good education. I am poor. I have nothing. Could anything be more futile than such a life?
So, you want to give your life in order to catch Stan the killer?
Yes, monsieur. Yes. At least then my death would not be futile, Monsieur Maigret.
Maigret. Well, that is not the way we work.
I realize that is most unusual.
Sorry?
You mean you're refusing me?
Certainly I'm refusing.
But why? I can lead you to the evidence.
That will be all, sure enough.
No, but monsieur, please listen.
That will be all, monsieur.
You heard the inspector, eh? Come along, fellow. You have wasted enough of the
Monsieur
inspector's
Maigret,
time.
if I can explain all the reasons, please, I will tell you about that.
Now, have this man followed, huh?
Yes, Inspector.
And also, have Janvier check up these facts. Call up the River Squad and the Polish consulate. Get busy. Bonjour. A glass of Beaujolais, please.
Oui.
What do you want?
1,000 pardons, monsieur.
Have you been following me?
Naturally, monsieur. It was most urgent that I talk to you again, so I followed you from headquarters.
The devil you have. Listen, I do not want your help, so please keep out of this, will you?
Another one of the same, please.
Oui, monsieur. And who told you could sit here and annoy me?
I'm sorry, Monsieur Maigret.
The name is Maigret.
1,000 pardons.
Yeah.
But time is going fast, very fast. You're going to need all the help you can get.
How do you know that?
Because there has been increased activity at the hotel. I've been watching. People coming and going.
Look, Sept, do you wish me to have you arrested?
What for, Monsieur?
So I can have a little peace.
But I understand the language. I could be of great help to you.
Go away.
You say to me, track down Stan, identify him. There is Stan, follow him. I will do it. And if I'm killed, well and good. Please, won't you give me the chance? I'm willing to do anything, no matter how dangerous. I must go, monsieur.
So soon?
That's her. Of course, you know that. Your police have been watching the hotel. But there are a lot of things you don't know anything about. You don't know which one of them is Stan.
Listen, Sept, if you are found anywhere around here again, I certainly will have you arrested.
But, monsieur, I live only a few blocks away.
Then you had better move.
But, monsieur,
That
please...
is the last warning. That will be all.
Pardon, monsieur, but your friend,
What about my friend?
he did not pay for his time.
Oh,
Yes, monsieur.
eventually. I think the lady bought the magazine I wanted. Have you any more?
No.
Have you anything of a similar nature?
Well, they are American magazines, out especially for the lady. They're very difficult to obtain.
Yes, I too like American magazines. Do you think you could get me one?
I could try, but it would take time.
It's all right.
Well, which magazines would Monsieur prefer?
The kind the lady buys.
Well, I could try. Monsieur would come back in a few days.
Merci.
Maybe.
I'm going back to headquarters. I want you to go to Ozep's place, 14 Rue du Tournelle, and you tell me the moment he leaves his room, huh?
Yes, sir.
He finally went out about 10 minutes ago. I've been watching the place all day.
Lucas has been trailing him. We better go ahead, before he comes. Saint-Bertin, huh? And very cheap, too. Ah, our little friend is interested in criminology. The history of crime. Close the door. Oh.
He's, do you suppose?
He says he's not a married man.
Oh, who can tell about it's true about him? He's such a mess of contradictions.
I'm not looking for that.
What are you looking for, sir?
I'm not quite sure myself. Look in that suitcase there, will you?
Nothing here but old clothes, few books, old tobacco pouch, some cheap cigars.
Ah.
What is it, sir?
Yeah, my hunch was right.
Ah, the woman, Olga. Ha.
Yes, my dear Ranvier, huh? So, he knew her. He must know her. He's intimately connected with her.
Ah, this kind of pinpoints to them, doesn't it, sir? I mean, we know now that they definitely are the ones we are looking for.
I think so, but it doesn't tell us who Stan is yet. But why did he lie to me? And above all, why was it that he kept on coming to me with those ridiculous propositions?
He had either been sent by them or else he is Stan.
Right, quick. Going to help you.
No, please, you don't understand. You don't understand. It's all a terrible mistake, a terrible mistake.
You are right. There are lots of things I don't understand. For one thing, I do not understand this. Now, why did you lie to me about this, huh? Why did you lie? Now, tell me the truth. I have been following you step by step, but why did you lie about this? Why did you tell me that you had never seen them in all your life?
It was almost true, Monsieur Magret.
Oh, but what do you mean almost true?
What I mean is that I can't explain it to you.
Why not?
I just can't, that's all. You would not believe me. You would have arrested me there and then. I came to you because I wanted to stop Stan the Killer. Because I had to.
You are crazy. You're out of your mind.
No, monsieur. No, I am not. Listen to me. Please believe me, Monsieur Magret.
Then I want the truth. Well?
What do you want to know?
Where did you know this woman, Olga Tseretska? Take him into custody.
No, please.
I will give you time to think it over. Plenty of time in a cell. Take him to headquarters.
No, monsieur. Stan is about to strike again. Monsieur Magret, I'm your friend. You give me started fixed up whiskey. Don't take me, please. Don't take me. Don't take me.
Yes, sir.
Now, I want both of you to watch the hotel Beau Séjour de Rue Saint-Antoine.
Yes, Inspector.
And you, I want you to disguise yourself as an old street vendor.
Yes, Inspector.
Janvier, I have managed to get a job for you in the Café des Trois Poules, across the square from the hotel. You will work there ostensibly as a waiter.
Oh, as a waiter.
No, as a waiter.
Oh, as a waiter.
Now, I want that hotel watched every minute of the day and night.
Yes, Inspector.
All right. Janvier.
Yes, sir.
I want you to be a waiter, not just look like one.
Oh, certainly, sir. I have a natural talent.
Yes, well, I also expect decent service when I go there for a drink.
More service, certainly service. More service, all
All right.
Waiter.
What's the time? Nearly 8 o'clock. What's keeping her so long?
Business.
You think she's really going to see Stan?
Why not?
I don't like it. I never worked before with someone never laid eyes on. And these magazines she's reading all the time.
Why does she spend all her time reading that muck?
What do you care?
Gets on my nerves. How do we know we are not being gypped out of our share between her and Stan?
Right.
Well,
Well, what?
did you see him?
I think we're going to move.
When?
Pretty soon.
Ah, when Stan says so.
When Stan says so.
Everything all right?
Certainly.
I think we're being watched.
I know that.
You know it. Then why the devil don't we get out of here?
We'll get out when Stan says we will, not before nor after. Satisfied?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to get caught waiting around like a rat in a trap.
Why, only rats get scared, Sasha.
You can't talk to me that way. You can't talk to me that way.
Nobody's pushing you around, Sasha. There is the door if you're scared. You only have to walk right out that door. Go on. I'm not running this. No one's keeping you here against your will. Pick up your hat and go. I'll only tell Stan that you walked out on us. Like Kolofsky did. Why don't you just pour me a drink?
What are you doing here so late?
So late? I'm on my way to the Café des Trois Poules for my job. Waiter. It is almost 7 o'clock, sir.
Oh, it's already morning. I should call up my wife. Get me a little of that hot chocolate, will you? Phew, I've been working all night.
Any headway, sir?
Oh, in my slow way, trying to untangle this whole mess. But where to begin? And I always come back to one factor. That is, Joseph. Where does our little man fit?
Oh, maybe he's crazy.
No, but he may be dangerous. We are not sure of that. However, the time has come to put him to the test. So you'd better go back to your post. I want to know when that woman is alone.
The woman?
Well, naturally, the woman is his contact with them. It's, let me see, almost 7:30. You'd better go. Yes, and on your way out, tell the guard that I want Joseph brought up into my office, eh?
Yes, sir.
How long are you going to keep me here? What is the charge?
You are to face a magistrate in a few days.
Do you mean you're sending me to jail?
Exactly.
I'm not a member of the gang, monsieur. I swear it. Please, give me a chance to prove myself to you. I will do anything you want me to do, no matter how dangerous.
Look, Joseph, I am willing to give you this one chance to redeem yourself, but on one condition.
Yes, monsieur.
That you carry all of my intentions to the letter.
Naturally, monsieur.
You seem a little over-eager, are you not?
Please, tell me what you want me to do.
Well, it is a rather dangerous assignment.
I told you from the beginning, that does not matter to me. I do not wish to live.
Suppose I take you with me now to the Café des Trois Poules, and we wait there until the two men come out of the hotel together.
Yes, sir, of course.
All right. That would leave the woman alone, would it not?
The woman?
Yes, the woman Olga.
Oh, yes, sir.
And then, supposing I would tell you, go ahead. Go upstairs, knock at the door, and walk in. Would you do it?
Anything you say, of course. But that would not be the best way of doing it.
Why not?
Because she would think that would be a trap.
Why?
I mean, that is... Please! Ask me to do anything, but don't ask me to do that. The men, yes, I'll do whatever you want, but please don't send me to her. Please, you don't understand. I will do anything.
You have decided your own fate. Take him back to the cell. We will prefer charges against him.
No, monsieur.
You have had your chance.
No, monsieur. No! I'll do it. I'll do it. Whatever you want, I'll do it. I'll do it.
You will see the woman?
Yes, yes, I'll see her. But please don't send me to jail. I have no other choice. Please, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
What time is it?
It's about 10.
What time do we leave?
Midnight.
Then what's the hurry?
Stan wants us to be ready.
Oh.
Why don't we leave now?
Because everything has been planned ahead of time, that's why. Getting nervous?
You're very casual about all this, aren't you?
Yes, Sasha, I am, aren't I? But that I usually am. It's a good thing one of us can keep their head. Always supposing one of us has a head.
She's smarter than you, Sasha. Why not admit it?
I only take my orders without question, that's all. Put that map away, Sasha, and get your hat.
Why?
You're going out, that's why, you and Boris.
Where?
To give those police down there something to do. Going out very harmlessly to buy some wine and cigarettes.
Well, is that wise?
Why, certainly. We proceed as we do every day. I've done the marketing. It's time for your morning stroll. Everything as usual. Nothing out of place. Stan's orders. He knows what he's doing.
We miss that good French wine.
There'll be wine in Brussels and jobs to do.
We'll need a job.
We'll have one. Go and get your things. Buy me a fresh flower, huh?
Sure.
And be careful.
I'm always careful.
When will you be back?
In about an hour.
Not yet. Give them time to go away. We will have another drink. There is plenty of time. Garçon!
Monsieur.
Drink up.
No, thank you. I can't touch it.
Drink up. You'll need it.
Monsieur, monsieur...
No, I have not changed my mind, if that is what you're thinking. Are you going to go back on your promise?
No, monsieur.
And you have figured exactly what you're going to say?
Exactly, monsieur.
And you will follow it to the letter?
Yes, monsieur.
Good.
Can't we get it over with?
All in good time. I told you that I wanted to make sure that his friends were really gone. It is time. Now.
What is he waiting for?
He is hoping for a miracle. Then I changed my mind and call him back.
Why the devil doesn't he go in? Why?
Boris,
let's pause a moment and look at our Westinghouse program again. I'll be ready in 2 minutes. Just like a woman. She's going to leave those dishes to be done when she comes home from the party.
Oh, no, she isn't. Because it's going to take just 2 minutes of her time to wash and dry those dishes. You see, hers is a truly modern kitchen, a dream kitchen come true. One that's equipped with a Westinghouse electric sink. Here in the sink is the Westinghouse Waste Away. And you just put your food waste right in that opening, and in just a few seconds, the Waste Away shreds it up and flushes it right down the drain. Then, over here is the dishwasher, and it's the finest, most modern dishwasher that you could possibly get today. You know, many dishwashers have a top that lifts up like this, but not the Westinghouse. The exclusive wash well rolls right out like that, so that it always leaves the top as a work surface. And the Westinghouse holds more dishes than any other dishwasher. You can put your pots and pans, small ones, right here on the top, along with your dishes. And then, of course, the big ones go in the bottom rack underneath. Then, when it's all loaded, put detergent in that little cup, cover it, roll the wash well back, turn this knob, and your dishes come out sparkling and sanitized, clean as clean can be. You can also get your Westinghouse dishwasher in this model that fits under your present work surface, or in this cabinet model that'll fit anywhere in your kitchen because it's a separate unit. And with both of those models, or the Westinghouse electric sink, you'll find that the installation is only about half what it costs for other dishwashers. So you see, she did finish her dishes, and she's all ready to go in 2 minutes, just as she said. Wouldn't you like to be in her shoes? Well, you can be. Remember, you can get appliances these days on such liberal terms. So see the finer, more modern dishwasher by Westinghouse at your dealers. It belongs in your dream kitchen. Remember, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
We return now to Westinghouse Studio One Summer Theater and Stan the Killer.
What are you doing here? How did you find me? Answer me, don't just stand there staring at me like this.
You're afraid. You have always been so scornful of fearing others. Now you're afraid.
How can anyone be afraid of you?
No one has ever been before. But then I've never wanted to kill anyone before. Perhaps it shows. Perhaps that's what you see.
So that's what you think you're going to do?
That's what I have to do, Stephanie.
Don't call me that.
Why not? It was your name when I knew you, or when I thought I knew you. How could I know what you were capable of?
You knew what I wanted you to know, and nothing else. No one has ever known anything about me except what I wanted them to know.
You're right. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why it doesn't show. All that evil, all that sickness. How could you keep it behind that face?
Don't touch me.
But it does show, doesn't it? And everyone finds out. Ah, I found out. The police in America found out. That's where Stephanie first became Stan, isn't it? Stan the Killer.
It didn't do them much good to find out. I got away, didn't I? I always get away, Joseph.
Always before today. When the killing started in Poland last year, I knew you had come back. And I knew what I must do.
My, how you've changed, Joseph. You used to be such a sniveling little man when I knew you. Afraid of your own shadow. Whatever gave you the courage to come here like this?
You're right. It does take courage for a man like me to kill. But you didn't understand. You didn't understand that I couldn't bring myself to do it. That's why I had to trick the police into forcing me to come here.
The police?
Yes, they're outside.
So that's how they found out, from you.
You don't have to worry about the police, Stephanie.
I'm not worried about them. They can't prove anything. They're such fools, they don't even suspect that I'm Stan.
But how can they? When they look at you. So feminine, so beautiful. How could they believe you're capable of killing?
They can't. That's why it's always been so easy to get away.
Always. That's right, and I can't risk your doing it again. That's why I can't trust it to the police. I know it's wrong to take a life, to set myself up as a judge. But I can't risk your getting away again.
What's going to happen to you if you kill me?
Do you think I care? Do you think anything matters to me since that night I came home and found my child with this around his neck?
That was the worst thing I could have done to you, wasn't it? I knew it would be.
Always before today. When I thought of facing you like this, I was going to ask you why you did it. How you could have brought yourself to do it. But now I know it's no use to ask you. You don't know the answer either. Whatever happened to you, however long ago, whatever changed you from a woman into what you are, it's too late now to ask.
Don't come any closer, Sept. Not even one step. You think I don't know why I killed that child? Well, I do. I do because he was so much like you, a sniveling, whining little weakling. After you kill once, it's easy to kill again and again. I would have killed you too. Except I knew it would hurt you much more to come home and find your child dead. It was much worse than death for you, wasn't it?
You're right. Death would have been much easier. I would have welcomed it these past years.
Well, you can welcome it now. And when these shots bring the police running, they'll find you lying on the floor, still clutching that scar. I'll tell them you're Stan, that I killed you in self-defense. So the search for Stan the killer will be over, and I'll still be free.
You're right, Stephanie. The search for Stan the killer is over.
Follow me. Just the hotel. It cannot be far.
She must have wounded him badly. There is traces of blood on the stairs. The men are searching now. So he killed her. He tricked us again, sir.
Did you get the others?
Yes, sir. We arrested them as they were coming into the hotel.
Vanity, vanity. They have to read about themselves. Her Polish companion read English.
But do you mean that you think she
was Stan?
But then in that case, who is Sept?
We found Sept, Inspector. He hadn't got very far. He was hiding in a closet under the stairs. You'd better hurry, Inspector. He's badly hurt.
It's over. I don't have to worry any further. I don't have to be afraid that more is going to happen. It's done with. Finished at last. How long can one go on living in a nightmare before coming to a turn in that endless road? I always knew which way I would have to go. I could have done it before, perhaps a long time before today.
Well, Monsieur Magret.
Why didn't you tell me the truth, Joseph? Why didn't you tell me she was Stan? We could have saved all this.
This is what I wanted. And this is the way I wanted it. Thank you, Monsieur Magret.
I'll get it.
It's all there. The whole story. I didn't realize that she was capable of such terrible things. So I had to kill her. Only I couldn't bring myself to do it. That's why I came to you. Somebody had to force me to do it before I turned back again.
It's all right now. You were very frightened when you went in.
A man needs courage to kill his wife.
But it's all right now.
Yes, it's all right. Thank you. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble, Monsieur Magret. Pardon. Maigret.
Betty Furness wants to look into your future.
I see something new and wonderful in your future. I see in your kitchen the very latest thing in electric ranges, the brand new Westinghouse President Speed Electric Range. Yes, women all over the country are going to elect this range for their kitchen. That's why it's called the President. And let me show you why it's going to be so popular. Look, on this side, there's a huge Miracle Seal oven. And then over on this side, there's a second oven. And let me tell you something, you're going to be very pleased and surprised when you go to your Westinghouse dealer and learn the price of this range. It's amazingly low for a deluxe range with all the Westinghouse quality and features. Right around here, for instance, there's an exclusive heat guard seal all around the door of both ovens. It keeps all the drafts out and keeps the evenly, perfectly balanced heat inside the oven. Now, of course, this range has that wonderful Westinghouse exclusive, the Super Corox unit. It gets red hot in 30 seconds. It's the fastest cooking surface unit on the market today. Just think how beautiful this range will look in your kitchen. It really is wonderful. See it at your dealer tomorrow. Remember, it's called the President. And remember, too, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
Pick the winner. See and hear debates on America's presidential campaign. This week and every week, Westinghouse brings you Pick the Winner. Sunday afternoons on CBS Radio, Thursday nights on CBS TV. See and hear the most vital and bitterly contested questions debated by political experts. Learn the facts on Westinghouse Pick the Winner.